Welcome back, guys. It's Amon-Rellik the God Slayer. Amon-Rellik Gamer. We're back in more. You know what it is. Final Fantasy. We have just completed Alea Iacta Est. And it means in Latin the die is cast. Um, in terms of historical importance, the phrase is said to have been uttered by Julius Caesar when he crossed the Rubicon, the river Rubicon, and it is considered that with that phrase, when he crossed that river, it was the official beginning of the Roman Empire. Um, so it was an event that was basically world changing, and it was said that before he, right when he went to cross the river, he said, "The die is cast." You know, so that's considering what this from the previous episode that was named this Alea Iacta Est. Considering what we saw in that episode, I can understand now why they chose that title for that particular quest. A lot of weight behind those three words, behind that phrase, both in real life and in this this game. So let's keep going. Because nobody knows what happens currently. So okay, with the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to get a clear understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risked the welfare of the people they were sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Gulas back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alpha and Alice and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our comrades in the area lend support where should it be needed. Understood. Alright. Okay. So where are we headed? Oh yeah, back there. I don't have an attunement, so I gotta go back there on foot. Shit. Okay. The Claw of Death. Take me to my destination. So, while we're being carried aloft, leave me alone. Shut up, leave me alone. That is like I said, that is a powerful title to give to a story beat like that, and I can understand it now that I look at it through the lens of what that title may have meant to convey in terms of the emotion it may have meant to convey. You know, the idea that this is it. This is the moment in which everything changes. You know. And this is These are craters, by this is war craters. Yeah. Knew this. We arrived just before you did. Too late. Wait for what? What's happened? Lord Quintus took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then when he was alone, No, he wouldn't. Baker and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remain. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach the camp safely. Oh boy, yeah, I know that's gotta be. Who are you? Oh, what? Big swole gunbreaker, boy. Big swole gunbreaker right there. Big swole. Big swole right there. Can I now still? Yes, finally I can use this. Woo! Alright. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the promises. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. Take me. Take me with you, please. Got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? But most of us are packing up and leaving this place. I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Okay. Okay. You, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Pure bloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning. Until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate and too tired. You and yours have come to offer aid. I'd be glad to accept. Oh, yeah. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, attack on Camp Broken Glass. What we'd hope to talk about with Quintus. But all that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? I think it's well. You and I should go first and secure the route back. All the creatures and temper skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. It should come in handy, Conqueror's chain. Courtesy of our laments, and I'd save it for the temper. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Okay, what sucks is that I cannot fly, so this takes a minute. So please bear with me, people. Kind of deaf. Hey, what? Oh, it's one of those damn things. Okay. Come, Granny. Really? You gonna put one right there? He gonna turn around, watch. Oh, great. Beautiful. Granny. Crit blood spiller for 9,000. I'm gonna have to work on some of my attack power. I would like for my crits to do a little bit more than that. But I am using well, I'm level 87 and I am using gear 7 levels below me right now. I've been waiting to get to level 90 to just get my max gear for the moment. This with my main class here. With my main. And then I'll work on my secondary, which will be, I'm going for being hell. I'm going for being either Dark Knight, for having my main either be Black Mage. Going in between Black Mage and Reaper. I love all the dark classes of games, so I'm an edge boy, I guess you could say. But Dark Knight's always been my main in every Final Fantasy, so I'll always keep that going. But as having secondaries, I do want to make sure that I keep Reaper and Black Mage in that rotation between the two. So, but I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go to next. I think I might do Reaper next, and then slowly make my way back to Black Mage, because I'm leveling Summoner on the side just as a side project, and I think Summoner and Black Mage will carry the same gear. So once I get Summoner to a certain point, I'll just stop it, and then I'll just have the gear that I got carry me all the way up to that point with Black Mage. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts that went down without much of a fight. The temper proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control. I'm together a few supplies and then return to the station. Apprising Lucia of our progress. As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scout forays. And I'll say that for later. First things first and all that. Okay. Oh, we're already technically here. Let's say, like, hold on, where am I at? I was informed of the Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. But of the refugees, I am told some were receptive to our proposal. I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugee, preferably notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of the Delegatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. I can say, I didn't know the man or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. Sia has further news for you. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as it happens. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Christian shall find a hot meal awaiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out Stola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. What's my baby girl doing right now? You stole her. Are you overworking yourself, girl? You stole her. Baby girl, what are you doing? Yes, I've been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water. But what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourself in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with between the tempered and the first wounds. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver, but nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in doing so, invite disaster. Yes, let us settle down for supper.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rift between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
As do I.
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
Boy's finally starting to get it.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
On behalf of the Valiant Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
What the hell?
What? Emperor Varys?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My
Whoa!
lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Fan Daniel, you son of a bitch! Oh, you! Oh, you son of a bitch!
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short.
What the fuck?
I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Xenos Galvus!
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh. So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
Son of a bitch! Yeah, give me back my body, you son of a bitch!
And permit you to go on a righteous rampage instead of partaking in this delicious meal? I think not. I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Zos Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost his appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. Or together.
Yo, wait, no. No, 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 you son of a, no, no, oh,
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
No, you fucking no, you son of a.
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
That fool jumped into my body and oh.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making his way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, with standing orders to kill those not sworn to Anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
That motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay, what do I have? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Shit. Hell, oh God. Oh God, I messed up. I messed up. Okay, hold on. Skip. Skip all of this. Alright, let's do this again. Okay. I messed up. Okay. Let's go. Alright.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent. Whoa. Okay, no.
Turn around, hurry up. Turn around. Turn around. Son of a bitch, turn around. Yo, what is happening here? What is going on here? Am I going right? I'm not. Yo, this is crazy. I went the wrong way. Shit. Yeah, I'm so weak. It's so sad. I'm so weak. Come on now. Come on. God, Xenos, you son of a bitch. Okay. Oh God. Puppy. Are there other Reapers around here? Ah. Okay. No time. Oh! Move it! Oh! Shit. What? Woo! Shit. I'm crawling, baby. I'm crawling. Gotta get back. Damn. What in the hell?
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw him leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well he can handle himself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
No,
well,
people.
Time to call off the search.
No, that is not me. Istola, you can see Aether. You can see Ether. Istola, you know better.
Case closed.
Istola, you know better.
That's him. Over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive his presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
About to say, y'all better not just be fooled by that. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, well, enough, Xenos.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go. But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress, Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay, predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. He's awake.
Perfectly fine, yes. I hope the same can be said of you.
Yo, that was Xenos. That was fucked up. Oh, that was fucked up. Xenos did me one.
Everything in working order?
Xenos pulled one over me real good, boy.
That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
No missing bits. Though I promise, I won't promise the same for Vandalia and Xenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days, or no, this ends now. We're gonna end it here. It's been like an hour and 30 minutes, but yo, this shit has been ridiculous. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Amon-Rellik the Godslayer, Amon-Rellik Gaming. Woo, this story getting out of hand. And we out.